going on, ladies and gents? My name's Evolution and welcome to my channel. So today here we are on the Yamaha MT07. It's an absolutely beautiful Saturday morning. To put it in perspective, it has been raining all week and then the weekend's come around and boom, just look at this. Absolute dream. Fair though, I'm not going to take it for granted or jinx anything, but let's hope that the weather stays similar to this for the remainder of the day. So today, ladies and gents, as you've probably seen by the video title, I've got something really amazing to share with you guys and an opportunity that I've been involved with. I was recently contacted by Metzeler. So by standard, when I purchased this bike, it had the stock tyres, which to my recollection were Michelin Street Pilots or something of that variation, Street Pilot 2, maybe Street Pilot 3s. But unfortunately they were quite close to the legal limit, so the first thing I went and did was bought a good set of rubber. And then obviously when Metzeler contacted me, as much as I was grateful, it was just horrible timing. I'd literally just purchased a new set of tyres. So as you can imagine, I'm like, well, this is a bit of a predicament. But then it snapped and I realised that actually this would be perfect. Thought I'd give it some time. I'd use these new aftermarket tyres I just purchased. See how they grip in the wet, the dry, the corners. We've now come around to that date where we're actually going to get the Metzelers fitted. I'm almost certain that they're Roadtecs, but we'll soon find out. They're the same tyre dimension, obviously. It's just the fact they're made by a completely different company, and they're just a different spec of tyre. Now let me tell you, speaking from experience on the 125 and the MT07, a good set of rubber, a good set of tyres can really make the world of difference when it comes to the way your bike handles and performs. When I had the MT125, I purchased top-notch quality set of S20 Evos by Bridgestone, and I actually was able to go up a size on the rear and the front. And the confidence levels and the stability that these gave me were just absolutely phenomenal. It was like a new bike out of its own league. So of course, as soon as I got the 07, the first thing that was on the to-do list was, right, let's get a new set of tyres, top-notch quality. And yet again, I noticed quite the significant difference and my confidence began to adapt. And when I think it comes down to bike modifications, I seriously think that something like tyres are almost one of the most important things you don't want to go cheap on. Anyway, the Honda garage down in Alsford have kindly agreed to actually fit this new set of tyres for me. They've actually got a professional tyre fitting wheel machine. Obviously it saves me the hassle of attempting to try and do it and potentially damaging the rim. So first and foremost, a huge shout out to Honda. They were my first local garage that I contacted, and immediately, you know, they were eager to be involved, which is it's really nice to see in the bike community. So just a quick brief introduction for you guys how this is going to work. Today and over the next couple of days, we're going to be preparing the first initial thoughts. I release a first impressions video, and then it is potential that we might do like a mid-year follow-up where a couple of thousand miles in I'll do kind of my final thoughts, and then prior to getting new tyres, whenever that may be, I think I'll do a short video just to round up my overall experience with the specific tyre and the manufacturer. And it may well be that, in fact, we're going to purchase another set of similar ones by Metzeler. It all depends on how good their tyres are, really. Particularly, this video is aimed at other motorbike riders. Perhaps you might find this useful, my initial thoughts and review, and actually help you decide on what type of rubber to purchase for your motorbike. But what I am here to do is just to share the knowledge, educate people, and just be as transparent as I can when it comes to buying tyres. At the end of the day, if I can suggest some top-notch quality tyres that I've personally experienced and prevent you guys from purchasing maybe a lower spec set that isn't quite all up to scratch and don't compete as well, then to me that's a job well done. Not to mention the whole purpose of this video is going to be just purely riding the bike, getting familiar with the new tyres, and riding and more riding. Anyway, let's jump forward in time. We're going to go ahead and meet the team down at Honda, and we're going to get an insight to the tyre fitting process. Yeah.
All they are is so your sprocket and your wheel aren't directly attached. There's just rubber and it's a bit of dampening. So when you get on the power wheel, just a bit of...
Exactly that, it's a bit of a cushion.
Yeah.
Right, they just look like metal wheel weights from it.
Oh, they're called a cush drive. Yeah.
Ah, there we go. There you go, that's my career as a mechanic started.
You can come over if you want.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
No, just a bit of rubber, you just put them through.
Okay, fair enough.
And like,
is there a reason they get replaced each time?
They do perish over time,
right.
It does. And you've got the wheel off, so it's like for another
couple of quid if that.
Yeah, not even that, it's worth just changing them over.
Sure.
Well, we always do.
Yeah, I've always seen that on the breakdown of tyre replacement, you've got tyre valve costs and stuff.
Say, it's just as quick, stops you have any problems, isn't it? It's just easier.
Yeah, and if you go into the hassle, then...
Yeah, as I say, you've got the wheel off, so you might as well just change it over, to be honest. Right.
What's the stuff in the black tub?
It's called tyre soap, it's just a bit of lubricant.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Tyre slip on.
Yep.
I don't know what it actually is, it's a magical black liquid. That is going that way. And this is the fun bit. There you go, this one's good enough.
Snazzy little piece of kit really, isn't it?
That is awesome.
Stop doing it like manually.
Doing them.
Yeah.
The back of a Harley.
Mad.
All the way up there. It might be fast over here.
There we go.
36. Another white on that side. Another white on that side. Stop. 10 grams for every piece. These tyres do look really cool. 10 grams is pretty good for a rear, to be honest.
So is that how much weight it requires to balance correctly?
Yeah.
What would so does that vary then up and down? What would cause maybe like the wheel to require more?
Slight tyres will have slightly different amounts of compound in different areas.
Okay.
They're not 100% perfect when they're moulded.
Yeah.
Rims as well.
Okay.
Be
Weight
slightly
of the
off balance.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but when you get 70 mile an hour.
Cool. So it makes all difference.
There you go. Cheers, boy.